What's going on, y'all? I wanted to just come do a live stream for the evening. I'm pulling content that was streamed on LuuLuu's channel probably like 3 or 4 months ago. So I'm bringing it back to my side to show you guys what I was up to. So stay tuned. You guys are actually just gonna experience me being on LuuLuu's channel and rating some of her fragrance. Hey y'all. It seems like I can't get the audio to come through, and I don't know why. I'm basically doing a live stream recapture back from LuuLuu's channel. I don't know why the audio isn't coming through. So if you guys come in the stream, let me know. Can you hear this? And drop me your center of the day in the chat. So this shit ain't working out like I expected. It probably mean I ain't supposed to be doing it, but I'd already told LuuLuu I was going to actually bring this back to my side, and I really don't understand why it's not working right now. It could be set up. I'm not even sure, but like I said, this is just an impromptu live stream. I'm really not doing anything. I'm glad you guys let me know that there was no audio because my feelings would have been hurt had I did auto record only to come back for it to have no audio. I'd be pissed. I'm trying to see. You know what? I'm gonna try this again. Share screen. I have two monitors. Okay. Open a Chrome tab. Drag and drop a video. Oh, see, I'm not following the directions. That's why. So let me tee it up again. We're gonna try this again. Okay. Your entire screen shares your entire desktop screen. Application window lets you play one window. Chrome tab lets you share a website on any file from your computer to share a file. Screen sharing with audio. Open a new Chrome tab. Drag a video file from your computer. No, share a file. No, I don't want to do that. Application window. Click share and your screen will be added to your show. Use the layout button under the screen to change how the screen appears alongside you and your guests. Click that tile. We're going to try this again. We're going to click share screen. I see what I did wrong. Chrome tab. Ha ha ha. There it goes. Where is it? Hold on. Uncommon Scentz rates my perfumes. Got it. Okay. Y'all ready? So I'm gonna stream it back again. We're gonna try this again. Okay. I appreciate y'all patience. Y'all are beautiful, lovely people, and I thank you so very much. So let's get into this thing. Hey, Dr. Rose. Love you, sis. All right. Let me know if you guys can actually hear the audio this time. Audio now. Hey, Carol. I cannot get this right tonight. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to restream this from LuuLuu's channel. It is not freaking working. I'm pissed about it. I'm gonna figure it out though. I'm gonna figure this out because I will not be defeated. Look at you, Dion, hanging out late. I appreciate you. Ah, shit. I'm hanging out late. Lord, you know, because I don't know. I don't know what's going wrong with that. I'm gonna just flip it back to me. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm gonna flip it back to me. You know. What's up? How y'all doing? Because this ain't working. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try to figure out what's going on with this, and I'll try this again another day. I think this may be the universe's way of telling me stop what you're doing. Don't try to do what you're doing. Let that go. And so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give over to that because I've tried this a few times and it's just not been working. I've been at this for 20 minutes. I've restarted this video 3 times. What's a man to do? You know? I feel like I'm actually singing what song is that? I can't even think about it right now. What's a man to do when his heart can't take no more? Is it Case or Joe? I don't know. But whatever. Scent of the day, Jean-Paul Gaultier Labelle. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. To me, I call it sexy starburst. I love that fragrance on women. It's one of the sexiest fragrances I've smelled. Beyond Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. I really like Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. Parfum smells amazing. So great choice. Great choice. My scent of the day, I had on, this is old school. DKNY Be Delicious. This was my fragrance earlier. I put on some Sean John's Unforgivable first because it don't last worth shit. But this one, is a staple for men. This is the one for men. Okay, there you go. The Homme. What, Dion? You never tried light blue parfum? Listen, you need to try light blue parfum. Now it's you know what, the House of Dolce & Gabbana, in my experience, they to me are a little overpriced. I won't lie. Carol, neither one of you have ever tried Dolce & Gabbana parfum. Come on now. Now the house, in my opinion, Dolce & Gabbana light blue as a house, they can just be a little pricey. And a few of their, in my experience, a few of their fragrances don't last on me. Just say that. But, you know, I know every fragrance is not meant to be a powerhouse. Oh, come on, ladies. You either, Dr. Rose. I'm sure you have something in your collection that's along that same vein, though. So if you've not tried Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Parfum, it's not that you may not have tried the fragrance itself. You got something in that profile. I know you do. I'm certain you do. And Indecence, I'm the exact opposite. I feel like the women's version smells so much better than the one for men. And it lasts longer. And I've also noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed, you guys probably may not be as into fragrances or noticed the way they label them. I noticed mostly all of the fragrances that are for women either come in an eau de parfum concentration or a parfum concentration. Most women's fragrances, or most fragrances that are targeted toward women, they don't give y'all EDTs or eau de toilettes or eau de colognes. They don't do y'all like that. They give y'all real deep, sensual, dark fragrances that are gonna stick around for a little bit. Yeah, seriously, look at it next time. Like mostly all of the fragrances that are marketed toward women are going to be eau de parfum or parfum concentration or extrait. Most men's are going to be eau de cologne, eau de toilette. They just give us the back of the bottom of the barrel stuff. Dion, I suggest you do seek out a sample or a decant. It may be about 40-ish, 50-ish dollars. It depends. If you want to find something that smells like that in that same vein without paying the money for Dolce & Gabbana, try Moschino's I Love Love. I prefer I Love Love over Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Parfum because it's a little lighter. And it's a little less expensive, but I actually like the House of Moschino, period, because I feel like their fragrances on me, they perform really well. And I like what they do with fragrances. So that's it. Yeah. And again, that's why then that makes a world of sense to me. Powerful women deserve powerful fragrances. So boom, that's that. So yeah, that's what I wore today. I've been switching throughout the day though. So I had I started with the Sham John Unforgivable. Then I layered this on top. And then remember I was telling y'all Dacia sent me some samples. I tried, what was this? Giorgio Armani Stronger with You Intense. Stronger with You Intense is nice. If you guys have not tried that, oh my god. Armani Stronger with You Intense. Now, she also sent me Armani Stronger with You. Armani Stronger with You reminds me of Azzaro Wanted, and I already have that one. But Stronger with You Intense is a lot more. Well, let's go ahead and get a spritz. It's a lot more dark and sensual. Which fragrance, Dion, is which one? The one with the raspberry note. Stronger with You Intense is like, I feel like it's a perfect winter perfume or winter fragrances. It has notes of kind of like leather, whatever that sweetness is, which I'm going to guess is amber, vanilla. All the winter scents are going to have amber and vanilla in them, in my experience. I like Stronger with You. I feel like it's one of the more mass appealing fragrances. No, Love is Love. No, what the fragrance I'm talking about? Moschino's I Love Love. I don't know what I Love is. Love is. Let me see. Are y'all gonna be able to hear this typing? And I misspelled it. But Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Parfum and Moschino is love. I love love. You got me tongue tied, Dion. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the flankers are for Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue, but Moschino's I Love Love and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, they smell very close. They smell very, very similar in scent profile. So if you want to save yourself some money and just give them a shot for that, to see what that fragrance smells like, I suggest going with Moschino. I'm going to probably always rock with the House of Moschino because I feel like they give you a little bit more than you pay for. They have quality fragrances, and I like them as a designer house. They usually don't always hit you with designer like fragrances. They give you almost niche quality fragrances at a designer price tag. Be honest with you, if you've never tried Tiziana Terenzi's Kirky, Jasmine Wisp by La Yuquam, aka Rasasi, Mancera Jardine Exclusive. If you never tried any of those fragrances, try Moschino's Toy 2 because it's in that same type of vein. My man Naps versus Naps and Nurture. Mike, my brother, thanks for stopping by. I call myself doing a restream because I was trying to pull some content down from another creator, LuuLuu. I was on her channel back in June, at the end of June, where basically went through her I went through her collection. She brought out a bunch of fragrances and we just kind of smelled them and rated them, and we just had a good time on her porch. And I'm trying to bring that back to my channel so that you guys can have a look at it, but I can't seem to capture the audio. I can't get it right tonight. So here I am just sitting here. I'm like Brandy tonight. I'm sitting up in my room. I'm not gonna sing the rest because I don't know the words, and I'm not the best singer either. So I'm not gonna even torture y'all like that. But I call myself doing this in the middle of the night so I can get the content back to my channel. And here y'all go. I'm not mad. I thank y'all for stopping by. So again, here we are doing another impromptu live, trying to capture the content, but no audio is coming through. So I gave up. Mike, thanks for stopping by. Amador, Fragrance Anatomy. What's up, brother? Thank you for stopping by. Hey, I'm glad y'all here with me. And yeah, Dion, I try to listen. That's one thing. I try to give everybody an option because I'm gonna just take myself for example. I'm not at the place where I can comfortably spend upwards of $200 on a fragrance without second guessing myself. Like, should I have done that? Was that the best use of the money? Now, there have been fragrances that I've spent $160 on and been like, yo, I had to have it. I'm spending money for it, and didn't second guess myself. Didn't look back in the review like, man, that may have not been the best move. I said, fuck that. If I like it, I'm gonna rock it. That's kind of how I govern my life and my fragrance journey. I don't care if it's marketed toward women, cats, dogs, transvestites. If I like it, I'm gonna rock with it, and I'm gonna rock it with pride. You know what I mean? Like, I am going to own and embody that fragrance. Again, like I said, I will rock fragrances that are clearly marketed toward women, and I will tell people exactly what that fragrance is. Like, if you stop me on the street and I got on Jasmine Wisp by Rasasi, if you're like, oh, you smell good, what you got on? Jasmine Wisp by Rasasi. I can give you the website, or you can go to my channel and check it out. So I'm always trying to give great fragrances, even like the more high-end stuff. If it's a great fragrance and I found it in another similar profile and I like it, I'll go with the better performing and the best bang for my buck. So I'm not much of a niche snob or a brand snob at all. Now, with fragrances, with clothes and shoes, that's a whole other situation. Same, Dion. I'm just literally this year, I just started really, really getting into niche fragrances. I got to be honest with you. I've had to learn that just because it's niche, it's not going to be quote unquote long lasting. It's not going to always smell top quality. It's not going to always be groundbreaking. I've also learned that more niche fragrances are a little harder to wear in my experience. Take, for example, where did I put it? You guys, I don't have a label on here, but one of my FragComm members sent me a sample of Nassamato's Black Afgano. Now, I'm going to tell you off top, this is a challenging fragrance to wear. This is a challenging fragrance to wear because it has notes in here that remind me of body odor, BO. And I think it's that real heavy musk. So it may be animalic notes of like either civet or what's the one that they get under the adrenal glands of beavers or something like that. It may be something very animalic in here that's given that BO type of vibe. But I know there's really musky fragrances on my skin remind me of BO. Like I've kind of sweated a little bit and I tried to douse cologne on it to like dumb it down. And I don't like that feeling. I don't feel comfortable smelling like what I think is BO because I kind of feel like other people around me be like, this dude need a shower and he just put on a bunch of cologne, trifling ass, you know. And I usually don't give a fuck about what people think, but that makes me feel uncomfortable because usually I'm smelling good, I'm sprayed, laid, and you know, doing what I gotta do. You know what I mean? What's going on, Ced? Dude, this was supposed to be okay, so I'm gonna say it again. This was supposed to be impromptu live. I'm over here trying to pull content from LuuLuu's channel so that I can restream it, but now I cannot get the audio to play. I do not know why. So I'm gonna give it up to the universe and be like, you know what? Let it go. Don't do it. So yeah, impromptu. I know I didn't tell any of you guys I was going to be on live because partially I wasn't. I was going to let this just stream and I was going to go lay down. It's been a long week. Y'all know we talked about it. I was honestly just going to go lay down while this is streaming, but I sat here for a second. Anna Absolute stopped by and was like, yo, what's up? And I was like, what's going on? You know? And she was like, we can't hear nothing. And I was like, bummer. So here we are. I'm here. I'm just going off the cuff. But talking about niche fragrances, Black Afgano to me is a little hard to wear, but it has a cannabis note, which I am enjoying. And I'm noticing that once Black Afgano by Nassamato dries down, it's magic. And this one has a cannabis note, but it's more concentrated like hashish. If you guys have ever smoked hashish or haven't, none of my business. You'll get, it has a sooty, resinous nature, but it's like cannabis concentrated. So that's that. Yes, this week was dragging. Oh my God. It's just been long. This week probably had 12 days in it. But yeah, I'm getting out of my comfort zone with fragrances as well. And I'll tell you this, trying fragrances that have animalic notes, they are going to push you for a reaction. They're not those fragrances that are going to be like, oh, it's okay. It's either you're going to like it or you're going to fucking hate it. Like, yo, that's not for me. And that's totally okay because I've gotten to that point of learning what works for me usually, but also too, I'm a lot more adventurous. I'm usually real cool about getting into something and being like, yo, I didn't like it at first, but now I do. So that's just really where I come from with it. But yeah, I'm pretty new to niche fragrances. I think I only at this point now I may only have 10 or 12 somewhere in there, but the rest of them are designer. Some of them are probably from no name houses that you guys have never heard of. They also do get some body oils from trusted individuals. Some of them are dupes of designer fragrances. Some of them are originals. I also try a lot of niche and indie houses too. And so I'm looking forward to bringing more of that content to my channel to show you guys some of the more niche indie houses. And when me and Dr. Rose do our next live, I'm actually going to get to the business of featuring the 2 fragrance houses that I recently just got into. Their first impressions. I purposely have not opened them and tried any of them because I want to give you guys a authentic off the cuff first impressions. So we're going to do that. I'm also going to be featuring a lot more pro-Black content in terms of Black perfumers, Black LGBT fashion houses, stuff like that. The moment I get information on that type of content, I'm going to feature a lot more of that. We're also going to be featuring a little bit more about myself, my brand, my line, etc. So I'm trying to get it all out there, but as you guys know, it is a challenge. So I appreciate you guys for being patient and sticking with me. Yes, Mike. 12 days. It was 12 days in this week. And I feel cheated because I worked 10 of those 12 days. That's what it feel like. And I'm only getting paid for 5 of them, which is garbage. And that's that. I keep holding on to this one, but this is more of an indie house. Meremeta LeLeVa. Lemon Leather Vanilla. If you guys have not checked this one out, I suggest you check it out. It's dope. I know Dan over at Scented Waters featured this one a while ago. And I also think Sam Broom featured it a couple of months ago as well. And so throughout that, I'm like, okay, I keep hearing about this. And I try to take signs from the universe and be like, okay, if this has come around a few times, maybe I should check it out. So I checked it out. I enjoyed it. I have not done a full review on this one. How about we turn it around so the people can see what it is? I have not done a full review on this one, but I enjoyed this fragrance. It has a very pungent note of lemon. It's like lemon liqueur. It's tart. But the leather in here is not your typical leather. It's not the nice, supple, easygoing, probably leather jacket or glove tan leather. It's that cowhide leather, the saddle leather, the leather. If you rub it the wrong way, it might cut you leather. But the way they blended with the lemon, the vanilla, it's dope. It's dope. So that's LeLeVa. There are more notes in here than what's listed, but it's called LeLeVa, lemon, leather, vanilla. I enjoyed it. And it lasts pretty long too, especially in the heat. I agree with you, Dion. I have just started getting into oud. And we were talking about this the other day. Oud, the skanky type of oud, no. The animalic type of oud, not for me. I like that deep, resinous, fresh, like mulchy, chippy wood type of oud. That's the type of oud I like. So, but you got to get into it and figure it out. You know what I mean? Because usually most designer fragrances don't have a real oud in them. They have an oud accord. So that's a little different, but that oud characteristic usually will help the fragrance last a little longer. You sample animal and hated it. Bear piss and skunk fur. That sounds fucking gross. I've not sampled animal, but I've heard about it. And I appreciate you for saving me some time and energy from sampling that, because I want absolutely nothing to do with it. Will not lie. So yeah, I'm trying to keep up with y'all in the chat. I didn't slow it down today. I slowed it down the last time, and yeah, people were frustrated about it. Dion, Frank Olivier, Oud Touch is bae. I've heard a lot of things about Oud Touch. What is Oud Touch usually compared to? I think I may have a fragrance that is in that family, so I haven't necessarily given Oud Touch a try yet, but I heard great things about it. Agreed, Dion. I have Frank Olivier's. I don't have it in here with me, but the Eau de Passion Intense, I have that one. I thoroughly enjoy it. I really do. And a lot of people compare it to Chanel's Platinum Egoist. And a lot of people compare it to a fragrance by Parfums de Marly. These are, I've not smelled Egoist in years, so I can't give you an accurate representation of what that one really smells like or how comparable they are. I'm not sure. And I won't put my lips on nothing I'm not sure about. In terms of Parfums de Marly, the Parfums de Marly fragrance it gets compared to, I don't know if it's Layden or Pegasus. Not sure. I've not smelled any Parfums de Marly yet, but I will be having a few coming in my scent box subscription. All right. You sample that Chris Collins oud. Can't think of the name right now, but it's in the discovery set. I have not sampled the Chris Collins oud. Chris Collins is actually one of the black perfumers or black fragrance designers, perfumers that I'm going to feature coming up soon. So we got a discovery set from him, and I won't tell you who the other one's by, but we will be sampling those live so you guys can get my first impressions on them. And you were indeed, you were actually one of the individuals who inspired me to do that. So I appreciate you, brother. I don't know which one to tell you to get, Dr. Rose. I don't know. Can we give Dr. Rose a suggestion of which Franck Olivier to give a try? Put it in the chat for us, and I'll put it on the screen. Royal Oud. Who makes Royal Oud, Mike? So, Mike, little do you know, you may have figured out. Me and Sid call you everything but Naps versus Nature. We call you McNeese, Mike, Mark. We call you everything, respectfully, of course. So, so we do that. That's what we do. Yeah, a lot of the fragrances that Parfums de Marly get compared to are fragrances that I've smelled already, and I personally can't really promise you that they're going to be better, and that's my thing too. If I don't believe the fragrance experience I've had is going to be better, I'm not going to waste my time with it, especially if I've kind of smelled something like that. I'm not going to really waste my time with it. That's just me though. So let's see. Juliet Has a Gun, Midnight Oud. Now, I'm fairly new to Juliet Has a Gun. I had a sample of and I had a sample of Anyway. I actually like Anyway so much, I bought a full bottle of Anyway. It's a light, fresh, floral, citrusy fragrance. Easy to wear. It's kind of romantic, though. It kind of reminds me of Ralph Lauren's Romance a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. It's easy to wear. It's a very fresh fragrance. I enjoy it. Now, I have smelled Delina Exclusive, and I've smelled Delina as well. I smelled them over on LuuLuu's channel. The video I'm trying to get to play that doesn't want to play. But I personally feel like you can get the Delina and Delina Exclusive experience elsewhere for less money. That's just me, though. Delina kind of reminded me of Sprite, like a fresh, fruity Sprite. Delina Exclusive, I cannot remember exactly what it smells like, but that kind of alone right there. It probably was that it wasn't my bag. I remember smelling good, but not groundbreaking enough for me to go ahead and fork over the price that they're expecting. So yeah, that's that. Let's see. Yes, I think Delina Exclusive is the one with the rhubarb note. I think that's it. And that's probably where I'm getting that Sprite citrusy type of vibe from, because rhubarb to me kind of smells like celery. It's like that is tart and sharp all in one, but it's watery and aquatic. I like rhubarb. I like rhubarb a lot more than I thought I would. Speaking of which, the content just makes itself. I wore, for this week, this is one of the ones I didn't get a chance to feature for the fragrances I wore throughout the week. I hate fingerprints on bottles. This is Azzaro Per Homme Nighttime. I wore this one this week, and I love this fragrance. Hey, Amina, I was not supposed to be on live tonight. I technically was supposed to be pulling down content from when I was on LuuLuu's channel and restreaming it back to my channel so that all my folks here could find it, because LuuLuu does lives so much. I had to actually creep through all of her lives to find this one, to find the one I was trying to actually stream back to my channel so that it was here for safekeeping. But I can't get the audio to work. So I may need to restart this computer, because again, like I've been working, this computer's been working too, so it may just need a little time off. But this was so impromptu. I didn't expect anybody to show up to this live, because like I said, I was going to get this all teed up and recording and streaming back and go lay the hell down until Anna Absolute popped in and was like, hey, we can't hear anything. And I was like, hey, Anna, thank you. Damn. But I'm thankful that she did let me know. Otherwise, my feelings would have been hurt when this played back and no audio. But Azzaro Per Homme Nighttime has a very pronounced citrus opening with rhubarb. It's kind of in that barbershop fougere. If you guys have not given this one a shot, it's going for maybe $25. And you get a full 3.4. I think this is very, very nice. And also, I just figured out the Halloween Man shot that I have kind of reminds me of this. And that's probably why I don't wear Halloween Man shot as often. So, you know, that's that. Oh, Melissa, thank you so much. Again, I wasn't even supposed to be doing this live. I was just trying to pull some of the videos from when I was at LuuLuu's channel. From when I was at LuuLuu's channel and get it back on my side. But yeah, you can actually, if you just go to my channel, just go ahead and click play all, because I have two playlists, but a lot of the content is across both of the two playlists. So, you know, but yeah, if you just hit play all, that would be an amazing help. I'm so close to getting this 4,000 watch hours. But for some reason, me and Dr. Rose talked about it. I don't know if it's the YouTube analytics or I don't know. I have my conspiracy theories every now and again. Like, YouTube don't want me to be great. YouTube don't want me to make it. But it seems like folks will tell me, oh, I watch your videos. I watch it all the time, yada, yada. And it's like, I don't see much movement in my watch hours. But then again, I'll be looking for instant gratification. I'd be expecting the Richter scale to jump. And I just need to honestly be patient, because in all good things are coming in due time. I'm tongue-tied tonight. Probably I'm tired. But I know all good things are coming to me in good time. And I will say this, you guys support me through and through, and I have not. Hold on. I'm gonna highlight your comment in just 1 second, Mike. I have not even begin to thank you guys for how much you guys support me, because like I said, I did not expect anybody to hop on this live at all. I wasn't gonna even be on it because I was about to go lay down. I've said that 85 times, so I'm a hush. All right. I'm gonna highlight a few comments real quick. Mike, again, the House of Azzaro, as much as I tried to, not give them their shine, I had to admit that they have some gems. Azzaro is probably the second most popular house in my collection. First is Moschino. Second is Azzaro. Third is Versace. Cannot lie. Those are some of my favorite designers. They make fragrances that I like. They make fragrances that last on my skin, and they make fragrances that smell amazing on me. I usually have a hard time with fragrances because they burn off of me quicker, and I have a drier skin, and I understand that. I try to moisturize and do all those things, take care of myself, drink water, mind my business, get enough sleep. I try to do all those things, but certain fragrances just do not perform well on my skin, and I had to just call it what it was, because I would hear people saying like, oh, I wear this fragrance, it lasts 12 hours on me. I would get this fragrance, it lasts 2 hours on me with minimal projection. So fragrance is always going to be subjective, and 2, experience varies. So I usually try to be very diplomatic in my reviews as well. So like, I can not like a fragrance on my skin, but what I try to be very cognizant about and not be disparaging about a whole fragrance house, a fragrance, etc. And I always try to keep that disclaimer of in my experience or on me. A lot of people love Rosé All Day by Gallagher. It does not smell good to me on me. However, I've smelled it on women and it smelled fucking amazing. And again, so I just have to give it up to, it's not for me. And that's okay. Everything can't be for everybody, but I agree with you. Azzaro be having some gems. What we got, Amina? Velvet Fantasy was sounding nice until you said Violet and the Powder. Who is Velvet Fantasy? Oh, Velvet Fantasy by Montal. Gotcha. See? I've been needing help. Halloween Man Shot has similar DNA to a lot of frags. Which frags does it have a similar DNA to other than this one? I personally feel like Halloween Man Shot and this one are close. They're not the same. They're not in the same zip code, but they're close. And I prefer this one better. I feel like this one just has a little bit more grown fucking man about it. And again, I told you guys before, I'm closer to 40, even though I don't look like it. Thank you. But this one just has a little bit more distinction and je ne sais quoi, in my opinion. So Halloween Man Shot is not my... It doesn't do anything amazing for me. It smells good, but it isn't rocking my world. So that's going to be one of the ones that actually will end up being given away to another home. I have to disagree with you right here, Cedre. Azzaro Chrome to me on me smells like sugar water. I don't rock with it. That's the one everybody rock with that I don't. I think they have one called Pure. I love that one. I just, I'm trying to think what my reason was for not buying a full bottle. I saw it in Ulta, maybe because it was full price. And y'all gonna learn from me. If you can at all help it, do not pay full price, especially for fragrances that have been out over a year or two. Don't even play yourself like that. Unless you just got money in the bank and it don't matter. And then in that case, it's your money. Do what you want. I would suggest always doing a little bit of research so that you guys are not consistently overspending on fragrances, because when when it's gone. And I feel like money is time. Money is, in my experience, time, and I'm not willing to give away my time or money frivolously. You got to give me something, So getting back to the chat. Thanks, Dr. Rose. I'm pretty sure you are tired of seeing me, but I love you. Now, Mike, tell me, how do you have 6,000 watch hours but only 700 subs? Is that 6,000 lifetime, or is that 6,000 within 12 months? So there is a difference. So your lifetime hour count is a little different than your what I'm going to call the review window. The review window is the 4,000 that we're trying to get in order to be eligible for YouTube to take a look at my channel, kind of comb through it, dissect it, and say, okay, you have this many subscribers, you have this many, you've met the watch hours. Now what we're going to do is see if you're a fit for our marketing and advertising campaigns, because that's really how creators make money off of their videos and monetizing their channel, is because advertisers want to place ads on their videos. That helps a creative do multiple things depending on how their channel is performing. It can help sustain a living. It can help you reinvest into your channel. It can help you do a myriad of different things. So what I want to do is I want to not only monetize my channel for the sake of just relieving a little pressure, I want to start to really give more of my creative time and energy into my channel, because there are a lot of things that I want to do. And I've just recently learned YouTube is a great way to do it. And I honestly wish I would have learned this much sooner, but it's nothing like divine time. And I feel like I'm in the right place at the right time, because things are taking off in ways that I could have never imagined. And like I said earlier, I'm so very humble and thankful to you guys for giving me the support that you have been giving to me. Because like I said, it is 1 a.m. I have 12 individuals who are here with me tonight, engaged on my impromptu live stream. I got on a bummy t-shirt with cut off sleeves and a thermal. And y'all sitting up here watching me and engaging with me. And like I said, I could not be more thankful for you guys. I really appreciate and love each and every one of you for all of your love and support, because that's a selfless act. And I'm so very thankful that you guys choose to spend a little bit of time with Uncommon Sense. Yeah, you got to remind yourself of that, Dion. And until we talked about this in your channel, I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing at all, shadow banning. But I will tell you this, it's weird to me, because even when I'm looking through my analytics and playing around with my tags, the hashtags and the what do you call the other things? It's the hashtags and the keywords and all of that. Even when I'm playing with all that, I use TubeBuddy or vidIQ. And depending on how I set it up, it'd be like, okay, so YouTube is recommending 1 out of 20 of the 20 that are in the list. And it's like, Why? Like I have not yet figured out how that whole thing works, because what you really want to do, and as far as I've learned, you want to get to the point where YouTube is suggesting your content, because a lot of us will have YouTube just rolling, and then when YouTube suggests another video based on either what you're interested in or whatever, I want the algorithm on my side to push my video content out there a little further. It does not seem like it's on my side. And again, I take my link and drop it in a bunch of groups. I share it with you guys. Of course, I got Dr. Rose on my team now, as well as LuuLuu asking you guys to watch my video. Just let them play in the background. You can put them on mute. I really just want to get to the point where my channel is reviewed for monetization. And like I've been telling everybody, even if I don't get the channel monetized, I'm not going to give up doing what I do, because I actually love this platform. I actually love sitting up here talking about fragrances until my head falls off, talking about fashion, beauty, and all of that. Like that type of thing just makes me happy. I feel at home doing that. So even if we don't get monetized, I'm still going to do this. I'm going to work my ass off so that I can continue to have time, energy, and the equipment and things that I need to continue to invest in my channel and make sure that it evolves with me and grow along as we go along. Hey, Lenora, I have not seen you around before, but I am appreciative that you are here with us today. Thank you so much. If you have not, please do subscribe, hit the like button, turn the notifications on so when I upload a video, you're notified, as well as go live. Tonight's live was impromptu. I was trying to pull content over. It's not working. So I just started running my mouth. And I'm very thankful that you stopped by and spend a little time on Uncommon Sense. If you have time, if you would be so gracious, check out all my content. Get caught up on all of our craziness that we got going on FragComm. All right. Yeah, this analytics thing and all of that is it's a full-time job trying to figure out what to do, how to do, etc. I didn't know anything about shadow bans until Ced told me. And yeah, Mike, you growing, man. Like I think the first time I saw you, Ced put me on to you. He connected us, and I think at that time you may have had like 500, 600 somewhere in there, and that was maybe like a month or two ago. So, dude, you are growing very quickly. I'm proud of you, brother. Azzaro wanted by night. So, Lenora, I'm probably one of the few that is not over the moon about Azzaro wanted by night. It smells good. I feel like since I already have the original, I'm not moved as much by the wanted by night. But a lot of people in FragComm go up about it. So, you got good taste. I've smelled it. It smells good. It's just not one that I feel like I need in my collection. What I'm doing now is decluttering a little bit, and a lot of the fragrances that are similar, I'm taking and giving those away and keeping the ones that I absolutely have to have and the ones that I absolutely love. So, the chat is going crazy. Oh my God, y'all. Yeah, Mike, man, you put out good content. You consistent too. I like your setup, so we're gonna support you, bro. We're gonna support you. Yes, Dr. Rose, like Dr. Rose has one of the most consistent and amazing subscriber bases. When I tell you, they are lovely people. In addition to Dr. Rose herself, they are lovely people that support. And they support in such a way it's undescribable. Like they support you wholeheartedly. So yeah, I know you do. I know y'all do. And again, me and Cedric were talking earlier, and we were just talking about what's going on in FragComm, and he broke it down to me. He was like, we were talking about you, Dr. Rose. We were talking about you, Amina, etc. And he was like, bro, he was like, we got your back, because I was putting channels into the live we did yesterday. So I was putting the channels in, and I have to actually watch it back and get the timestamps to put the channels in. Not channels, chapters. It's called chapters. And I snipped a little screenshot, and I was like, bro, I'm doing my editing or whatever you want to call it. And look who popped up. It was a picture Ced popping up saying, we got your back. And so I dropped it in me and his Facebook chat. And he was like, he was like, yeah, man. He was like, you gonna get that. Don't worry about it. I was like, I know. I appreciate it. He was like, and bro, this is one thing you got to know. He was like, people love you. And I'm like, it almost broke me out in tears. You know what I mean? Because like I said, y'all show me love unrequited. And again, like I love y'all. So, but y'all show me a different level of love for people I've never physically met, or some of you guys who I've never physically met. I can feel the love and the interactions and the way you guys show up, chat, subscribe, tell people about my content. And like when I was in LuuLuu's live earlier, she was like, hey, my friend Dre, this is him. She put me on the screen and was like, guys, I just really need you to just go to his channel, watch his video, just let him play. About 12 people was like, okay, I'm going to do it tonight. Like, that is so beautiful to me. And like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. But I'm not going to stop trying. Armani Code Profumo. Armani Code Profumo. I think I've worn Armani Code so much that I don't like it anymore. I wore it so much when I first started going out, which was 16 years ago. I've worn Armani Code so much. I don't think I've worn Profumo. I worn it so much. I'm no longer interested in it. It doesn't give me anything to really aspire to. But then again, it's possibly because I've smelled other fragrances that are similar. So, you know, this is what it is. Yes, go support all my folks. Dion, we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Armani Code Profumo is one of my favorites, masculine vanilla. It is. And I think that's one of the things in terms of vanillas that for men, we get a lot of fragrances that are woodsy, spicy, and vanilla. And I really feel like it's a lot more notes that men could use. But again, I understand that that men, we can be kind of in this box of familiarity, and you know, anything outside of that is other. And the other can be a little scary. So I understand, especially coming from a sales standpoint, you know, you want to make products that men are going to want to buy and, you know, follow, ascribe to. You want to do all of that, especially as a creator. So I get it, but I really feel like there are a lot more notes other than spice, woods, and vanilla, or spice, booze, and vanilla, or leather. You know what I mean? There's so many other ingredients that can be used, but I know a lot of certain ingredients when you say, oh, this fragrance has lychee in it or raspberry, a man gonna be like, I ain't wearing no damn lychee. It may be an attack on his manhood, but I'm not that type of guy. I'm not off put by interesting or unorthodox notes in the fragrance. I'm more interested in what it smells like and what it smells like on me, because what it smells like in the bottle and on paper can do a total different thing on skin. Enough about that, though. Enough about that. Y'all are in this mug. It's 13 people in this chat right now. I say chat, but in this live, it's 13 people in this live at 1 a.m. on a Saturday. I love y'all. I love y'all. All right. Indecence. Yes, it is all good. Thank you so much for stopping by. You found out about my channel because of JC. Again, another reviewer or another individual in FragComm who he's a selfless individual. Probably 2 or so days ago, a newer content creator posted something out, and he posted on his community tab. Yeah, go follow my friend Miguel. I think his name is Miguel. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing his name, but it's on my community tab. You guys can check him out. He's a newer reviewer from Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. And JC put him on his community tab. And as I'm scrolling through my trying to do my content catch up, I saw he put it up there, and I saw that the guy was reviewing Mont Blanc Emblem. I love that fragrance, so immediately it was like an instantaneous connection. Like, I throw it on my community tab too. Most times it's what I've noticed. Most times it's just about the right amount of exposure. And I'm going to steal one of Oprah's lines that I've learned, because I've gotten so much more into her, because she is a profound source of wisdom. She just emanates all this wisdom and knowledge and experience. And I just want to soak it all up. A lot of people would try to undermine your success by saying you got lucky. And the way Oprah broke that thing down to me and just said, luck is nothing but opportunity meeting preparation. That like blew my mind. And it's like, okay, because you can be lucky and walk into an opportunity and piss it away. But when you are truly doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's the opportunity meeting your level of preparation, and then that creates a level of greatness. So again, most times it's just all it really takes is the right endorsement or the right individual to connect you to another individual, or somebody to say your name in a group of people who are looking for your product, your services. So that's what I'm really trying to do. I'm really trying to get out there and find my tribe. I've been raising my vibe, trying to attract my tribe. And it's been a journey. It's been really working for me big time, because when I really started getting focused about being serious about being a creative, I met all of y'all, and I'm still continuing to meet y'all. And that blesses me, because I didn't know it, but I have been looking and searching for something for a long time. And it wasn't really until I started getting really serious and posting and sharing on YouTube, Instagram about my creative pieces, not the professional pieces, not the levels of education I've received, achieved, not how many times I've been promoted, not the type of car I drive, not all the clothes I wear, not the type of shoes I wear, none of that. What I found has been the most valuable thing is finding my tribe and really giving over to my creative prowess. And within that, of course, within that comes fragrance, beauty, fashion, more creatives. So that's the most valuable thing that I've been learning maybe within the last 3 or 4 years, is really raising my vibe. And now that my vibe is raised, I can see my tribe, and my tribe can see me, and like we kind of coming together in like a little family reunion. And I'm so very thankful. I just want to express that level of gratitude to y'all. But yeah, shout out to JC. JC is an amazing content creator. I love him. He is one of the individuals who actually, maybe about 4 or so years ago, when I started seeing him on YouTube, when I would hop on and, I would be thinking about buying fragrances, he was like one of the go-to people for me. One, because he was a brother in FragComm. It's only a few brothers in FragComm, but he was a well put together brother. He knew what he was talking about. He talked about fragrances with a passion. He shared his experience. Real cool, laid back. And the way he talked about fragrance, I hadn't really experienced a lot of other Black men do that. So quite naturally, I gravitated to him. And like, I think he subscribed to my channel maybe about 2 years ago. Blew my mind. I'm like, he commented on one of my videos this year. And what's funny is, said the video he commented on was the one where we did the love to hate challenge. Cedre put me on to that challenge, because me and him just got connected this year. And the crazy thing is, it was either this year or late last year, but it hasn't even been a full year. The crazy thing is, I've been also learning about, it's not necessarily about how long you've been friends with a person. It's like the content of that relationship. Like, I've met people this year who now I've grown closer to than people who I've been friends with for 15 years. And that's no disrespect to anybody. It's just the nature of what has happened. And we share this like creative thing, and we just bond on so many different levels. So I had to learn that, yeah, I could have been friends with so-and-so for 16 years, but I could be friends with you for 8 months and we be tight like African braids. But yeah, I just, again, want to thank y'all about that. And again, shout out to JC. I'm gonna do the my fragrance community tag challenge. I just have so many other tags and other videos I'm trying to get out and get weaved into and get them weaved into my channel. I've not been able to do that, but I'm definitely going to do that. So don't be surprised if y'all show up in my fragrance community tag challenge. But again, thank you so much for joining us, Lenora. I hope you stick around and become a true member of the Uncommon Sense family clan. And Dion, yeah, it is. It truly is. And what I've noticed is, this is also a lesson in patience for me, because I'm impatient. I most times expect instant gratification because I work hard. I work hard in everything I do. And sometimes my level of working hard does not net the result or success of what I think it should look like. But all it really means is I need to go in and duplicate those steps and be more patient. Thank you so much. And another friend of mine kind of said the same thing. She was like, each video you do, it gets a little better. And I'm thankful for that, because this is probably only my 6th live. This was impromptu, but this is probably only my 6th one. And the funny thing is, this feels like home. This just feels natural. I don't script any of this. It's off the cuff. I'm not going to edit any of this out. It just feels like this is something that I'm supposed to be doing. Like literally sitting here with this microphone with headphones on feels like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I just want to continue to do what feels like home and what is the right thing. Right, said like it does that. I really can't I really cannot tell you what the difference is, or like how it changes or anything like that. Like your watch time is booming right now and your subs are stuck. See, I'm the opposite right now. I'm seeing more subs, but when I go into my YouTube studio, it's not showing me who the subs are. I can see usually who my subscribers are. But also too, I have to remember your people who are subscribing to you, if they're subscribing, they may not have their settings set where you can see who they're subscribed to. And if that's the case, you won't see them. But I've been getting a influx of subscribers lately. And again, all I can do is thank you guys. All I can do is thank you guys. Each one of you guys count and matters to me. So I appreciate you guys so very much. Lenora, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to subscribe back to you. Even if you don't have any content, I usually always subscribe back. So keep an eye out. Review. SMH. Yeah, you actually have to be reviewed for monetization first. So just because you meet the parameters of what they want you to, what the guidelines are, at least 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours within a 12-hour period, 12-month period. God, can you imagine getting 4,000 watch hours in a 12-hour period? How do you do that? I don't know how to do it, but it may be possible. But that's what you need in order to be reviewed by YouTube as a content creator, for them to say, okay, yeah, we can possibly partner you with, I don't know who would be the ideal advertiser to run ads on my video. Maybe it would be urban brands who are looking to branch out or something like that. I don't freaking know. I don't even know what the process is for that. So I'm not gonna put my mouth on that because I don't know nothing about it. Again, I just learned about shadow bans. I just learned about shadow bans big time from when I was on Reviews from the Six channel. So all right, Sid. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for stopping by, as always. You may be out of here, but again, I love you, bro. I appreciate you. I respect you, etc. I will catch you soon. We message all the time. I'll see you in these YouTube streets. What's going on, Abby? It's the thumbnails that does it for me. So creative. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I promise you, I put a lot of work into my thumbnails. I try to have them be engaging, to make you want to come watch and kind of come back. But also too, it's fun to me. It takes me forever to do them. Dr. Rose will tell you, when we're trying to put our lives together, she'll be like, well, here goes a picture of me. And I would just go silent for about an hour. And she'll be like, what the hell are you doing? I'm taking my time. I'm trying to nip out everything, keep everything clean. And yeah, this is one of the things I love to do. It's one of the things I love to do. The Cherries TV, I love your content. Again, my hat's off to you. I'm so thankful you stopped by and shared a little time with Uncommon Sense. I love it. Love you. All the love. I'm catching up in the chat. I love you too, Ted. I love you too, Amina. I love y'all so very much. Like, I'm going to call you Tara, and I know better than that. Tara is not in here, but I love Tara too. But I love all of y'all. Seriously. The sky is indeed the limit. And again, I just got to be patient. That's it. That's really it. That's really it. Okay, I think I'm kind of caught up. Okay. I think I'm kind of caught up. I'm missing something. I have not tried Killian Back to Black. I don't have any Killians, but in due time, I'm going to give them a shot. You know what, Abby? I didn't put it on skin, but I know a lot of brothers in FragComm who rock it. So again, I'm not going to say nothing. 2 a.m. It's 1:30 a.m. here. So again, I appreciate you guys for being up this late hanging with me. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's 1:30 a.m. in Chicago. So yeah, no. You got to tell us what that's about. Hopefully you're going to do a video. Share with us. Let us know. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Lenora, I thank you. So thank you. All right. Hey, Fragtastico, I was just talking about you. You're the gentleman that's from Brazil, I think. I shared you on my community tab. You were reviewing Mont Blanc emblem. I love Mont Blanc emblem. Only the black one, though. I've not tried the gold one or the silver one, but the bottles look amazing. So, hey, I may have to give it a try. I mean, you know what I'm talking about? Tight like the African braids. You know, where they kind of fold in and have your scalp balled up. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I had my hair braided by the Africans one time when I was when I still had free hair before I started locking. And they were really small and they were tight and on top of each other. Ugh, God, it was so uncomfortable. Never did it again. Never did it again. This is what I've learned. This is what I've learned. Folks will come for the fragrance review, but they stick around for the personality and camaraderie. And I try to make everybody who I come into contact with feel, one, comfortable, and two, a part of the family. We don't have to agree to be family. I don't like all of the family that I'm related to by blood. However, I still love them. See what I'm saying? And also, I have friends that have become closer to me like family. So there's that. I had it wrong. You're from Colombia. Yeah, JC is a great man. Like, and again, reflexive relationship. I found you through him. You found me through him. I love that. I love that. Okay, I see y'all in the chat. I have never been to Colombia. I thought this year was going to be the year that I was really going to get some stamps in my passport. It hasn't happened. I'm a little sad about that because I'm coming to learn that traveling opens my mind up to so many different possibilities and experiences and locations and sites and customs and all of that than what I currently know in my small limited experience. So I really thought 2020 was going to be the year I really got a chance to go outside of the country. It wasn't. I'm thankful because I'm still safe. For the most part, healthy, able-bodied, all of that. So I did, like I said, I went through the process of getting a passport and all of that and was anxious to use it. And it is collecting dust. But God willing, 2021 maybe will be the year we go ahead and dust those passports off and get to experience a lot more of the world safely, of course. Okay. I see y'all connecting in the chat. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, again, my phone, my note is dying. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's it doesn't seem like it's charging. So I may need to find the charger that goes with it. This technology can be so mercurial. Like, I have one charger. I don't know where it is right now. One charger charges my phone super duper fast. Like, I can be on 0 in about an hour and 10 minutes. I'm full. I got this other charger that takes maybe 3 hours of charge. And I notice the battery dies fast when I use that charger. So it's weird. It's so weird. Abraham, my brother. Yeah. Like and love are two different things. You know what I mean? I love my family. I don't always like them. I love y'all, but I like y'all too. Like I can stand to be around y'all. Like I feel like I look forward to once the world opens back up. Everybody's saying that, but I look forward to once the world opens back up to have some type of event, whether it's to talk about fragrances or we all meet up and just be like to put more of a name with a face, to put more names with the face and experience other people, you know what I mean, and just to get an understanding and to really experience a person. Because same thing with Dr. Rose and LuuLuu. LuuLuu lives close by. She literally lives down the street. So her and I got connected. I can't remember how we got connected. I think I actually stumbled across one of her videos. I enjoy watching her videos. She had a challenge about romantic fragrances. And I was like, if you don't mind, I would love to jump on this tech. She was like, yeah, sure thing. Go do it. And I think I was looking through her, like her, what is this? Her information section. I noticed the address she used for her PO box was, like I said, down the street. And then so I followed her and went to a few more of her lives and it was just like Chicago now. She was like, Chicago, where you at? So we connected on the side and she was like, boy, you are literally down the street. And so she was like, I'm doing a live. I want you to come over and just, talk about fragrances with me. And now again, I just met her sometime this year. We message almost every day. Whether it's just talking, just following up to see how each other are doing, talking about fragrances, whatever it is. And we're in each other's lives, stories, all of that. And it's like, again, this is family. And I would have never thought that family couldn't stem from something, depending on who you ask, something so small as a vial of perfume or a vial of fragrance. This happens to be one that LuuLuu sample gifted me. This is Armani Ambree Eccentrico Eccentric Amber. It smells good, but this is from the Armani Privee line. They are expensive. Dr. Rose, I'm looking at you. They are super duper expensive. It's a very, let's see, amber heavy fragrance. And what it smells like to me is lightly perfumed linen, but it has an air of class about it that if you're an amber lover, you'd enjoy it. So Dion, everybody thinks that. A lot of the people who I've recently learned about and met through FragComm, a lot of people think me and Cedre have been friends for years, and we just met each other recently. It's that bond, it's that kinsmanship. Like when you meet somebody and you just rock with them and you just get along with them, that energy makes it feel like y'all know each other. Because on some level you do. Even if you don't know everything, you know something about them. But yeah, it's the same thing with me and Dr. Rose. People think we've known each other for years, and it's a little under a year. I've known Dr. Rose for, it was maybe earlier this year, maybe around, I can't even remember at this point, maybe February-ish, somewhere in there. It hasn't been long at all. But she's such a sweet individual. You can't help but love Dr. Rose. She shows you love first. So you drop all your you drop all your guards and be like, okay, you love me, I love you. So, and again, this is dope. Somebody recognized you at a restaurant and you were cheesing the whole time. Bro, like you have great content. And also so you have that candor and flow about you that makes people feel at home. You know what I mean? Like I can almost recite your opening verbatim. That's how much I watch your content. When I watch you guys' content, it's because not only because you guys support me, because I actually enjoy what you put out there. So yeah, this is only gonna get greater for you, bro. I'm excited to see how your journey goes, man. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about that. Oud Greedy by Montal. Notes licorice, oud, labdanum, patchouli, and vetiver. I've not smelled Oud Greedy. Oud Greedy by Montal. I got black. What do I have? I have Oud Black Candy by Mansera. That's the one I have. They are really good. They are really, really good. Millesime, I've been loving lately. Millesime Imperial by Creed. Yeah, that's one of my favorite fragrances by Creed. However, price point and Creed's batch variations make me not interested in owning the Creeds. I've sampled many of them. Matter of fact, I got a sample of Creed Cedre Blanc, which is Creed White Woods. Focus, buddy. I got this sample from Scentbox, and I put some miles on this joint. This is one of their, I think this fragrance is technically marketed toward women. However, don't sleep on this. White Woods. If you guys have ever smelled a fragrance oil called, what is it called? Pure White, Amber White. If you guys are into fragrance oils, Amber White and Cedre Blanc by Creed, they're similar. I love it though. I love this fragrance. This one lasts a good time on me, and it smells very distinguished and debonair. I would say if I was wearing a tux, I'd probably wear Cedre Blanc by Creed. Oh, Amina, I love you so much. That's the intro video to my channel. You want to know what's funny? My friend Kiana called me one day and sung that on my voicemail. She was like, boy, I love this damn song. And it's only because it's on your intro. I found that intro music on, I can't remember where I found that intro music to. And I've been thinking about shortening my intro, because I've gotten some feedback saying that the intro is kind of long. So I'm thinking about shortening it up, but I don't know how to shorten it without cutting into the song. So I gotta get creative with that one. But yeah, that's going back to Creed. They have a lot of hype, and I feel like there are other fragrances out there that do something similar and cost less money. I honestly feel like the scent profile in Creed Mélestine Impériale is one of my favorite, but I have something very similar to that in like 3 different fragrances that I own. One being Sean John's Unforgivable, the other being Ed Hardy's Love and Luck, the other being my favorite and one of the best performing is Carolina Herrera's Chic. So I noticed that's when I started to notice, okay, maybe about a year or so ago on my fragrance journey, that's when I started to notice you need to do your research, because you've bought 3 of the same frag. It's not the same, but they're along the same scent profile. And then that's where I kind of started to learn these are the type of notes that you like. I love citrus. I love musk in variation. I love bergamot. That's mostly everything in men's fragrance is going to be bergamot. That's like one of the first things that that's always listed. And I also like weird notes. I like notes that usually are not in the fragrance. I think CH Men Chic has a watermelon note, and it's not so much the watermelon, the juicy part. It's the rind. It's the juicy part of the rind. Like, it's not the white part, but it's the part where, you cut too deep into the rind, you get some of that with the red. It's like that middle where it's still a little tasteless / sour, but it's still a little juicy tasting like the watermelon. I love it. If you guys have not tried Carolina Herrera's Chic, give it a shot. I think it's worth your time and money. Even though Carolina Herrera's, they're consistent. Like, they don't drop below a certain price point. I think they hover around right around like 50, 60 bucks. Like, it can be 10 years old and they not going. They like, look, you either want it or you don't. And that's just that. That's all you can do. Yeah, man. That's what I like to hear. We both gonna be killing. And again, you already, I'm so proud of you and what you're doing, man. Like, I love that you are taking your own lane at this. You're not doing anything anybody else is doing, and you're carving out your own niche. And that's what I've had to learn. I can't be Big Beard Business. I can't be JC. I can't be Emitsu. All gentlemen that I respect in the fragrance community. I can't be Jeremy Fragrance. I can't be Carlos. I can't be Steven from Red Lessons. I can't be any of those people. Again, individuals in the fragrance community that I wholeheartedly respect and I love what they do. All we can do and be is 100% our authentic selves, but also that's why people gravitate to you, because they either see something in you that they see in themselves, or they see something in you that they would like to see more of. So it's a blessing. Keep doing you, man. You're doing amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, let me catch Thank you, Amina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I made a good choice with that. I really felt like it captured and inspired me to just keep going with this, because as you guys know, as creatives, you have your moments you don't feel like doing it. It's like, shit, I gotta edit this video. Is and I don't know if you guys know, but what my output is usually 3 or 4 times longer in my natural capture. So a 10-minute video, rest assured I had probably about 50 minutes of footage. That's either bloopers, me being tongue-tied, having brain farts, me shuffling and opening boxes, dropping stuff, stuff that I've either repeated myself on, all of that. And so the editing and the time it takes to put out a quality piece of content, man, oh man, a lot of people don't understand what this really takes. And this is the love project. I'm going to steal Keanu Vision's words. Instead of, I call it a labor of love or a necessary evil. This is a love project because there are so many things that go into creating content that do not affect the bottom line. And a lot of people will think like, that's just time lost. There's nothing you can do with that. But each time you do this thing, it makes you that much more better, that much more committed. So again, like what you guys, I've just recently started including bloopers, because to be quite honest with you, including the bloopers is more work than just cutting them out and deleting them. So it takes me even longer to put out videos. So I've committed to at least putting out one a week, but with all the lives I've been in or, rebroadcasts, etc., it's seeming like it's just a heap of content piling up on my channel. So again, the universe will grant you to do exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And it may not come in the form that you think is going to come in, but you get to where you're going when you're supposed to get there at the right time, at the right speed. So this is all a learning experience. I'm giving y'all a word, but I'm taking some words in for myself and applying them to my life. So that's that. And that's another thing I've been trying to make sure that I give back, like share my experience, because that's one thing I want to always do. If I can provide some type of guidance or experience that will either keep you from making a similar mistake or guide you down a different path, I always want to do that. But I do understand that people have to make their own mistakes and learn what they need to learn. But I want to always, if I have some experience or something like that, I'm always willing to share it. So yeah, I'm catching up in the chat. Fragtastico. All we have to be is authentic. That comes across when it's all honest and pure passion. Viewers are not stupid and they know what's funny and what's not. A word. That kind of takes me back to what I was saying last night. I think somebody was like, you'll get where you need to get to soon, and then you'll be promoting dossier fragrances. And so I took a moment to just talk about how you have fragrance reviewers and then how you have paid spokespeople. And you can be a fragrance reviewer and still be a paid spokesperson. However, it's a level of authenticity that you have to build, and you have to gain the trust of the individuals who are trusting you with their time and sometimes money. I am not going to be an individual who's going to tell you this fragrance smells amazing. I love it. I wear it every day. And as soon as the camera cuts off, I'm like, I hate that shit. I don't wear that. I can't do it, won't do it. And that's part of the reason why I do first impressions. Also, too, I do first impressions to capture my natural reaction to a fragrance, and then two, to capture that in time and see how it changes over time. Because I've learned there's a great power in capturing a response and then revisiting what you said that thing was and providing an update. Like, okay, Timbuktu, for example. Amina suggested Timbuktu. I had been interested in it for a while, but when I watched her review, it made me so excited about it. I was like, ooh, you got Wu Salam, you got mango. That's going to smell amazing on me. I'm excited. So I bought it in the dead of summer and sprayed it on. It didn't work. It didn't work on me. It didn't work for me. Opening, I didn't care for it. When it dried down, it was a little better. But I was also already jaded because what the site had on what the site had up was a different bottle. I'm a sucker for presentation, bottle, colors, packaging, and all of that. So the I'm going to call it vintage. The vintage presentation looks something like this, but I think the label was gold. I'm sorry, label was green. The top is gold. I'm getting tongue tied. Top was gold, and it was just pretty. What came to me is a new packaging, the dark black, the black box with the white cloth label, and the bottle. The bottle is much shorter, and it's that dark green kind of emerald or jade glass. Still dope presentation because the caps on L'Artisan Parfumeur is amazing. Like, these are legit weapons. And you can pick them up by the top. So I got this actually from an individual in FragComm because I had ordered Noir Exquis before. And the company I ordered from never sent me tracking information. It was going on like 2 weeks. And I was like, yo, I am about to dispute the shit out of this. That's another thing. Every time you order fragrances, if you're going to order them online, use PayPal, because most credit card companies will allow you to dispute it within the credit card company. It takes forever though. But if you use PayPal will get on their case. And lo and behold, after I sick PayPal on them, magically the fragrance appeared 3 days later. Take that how you want to. But yeah, I was peeved because the fragrance is in a different presentation. And again, had you let me know what the presentation was going to look like, I was either going to buy it or it wasn't. So all that to say, that had colored my experience for the time being. When I got the fragrance, I wasn't as into it because I was expected to look a certain way and I was expected to smell a certain way. I talked to another member in FragComm, Paige of Stylez. He's in the perfume corner. He's in various fragrance groups. You guys have ran across him. I don't know his first name. I don't know if his first name is Paige or not, but he's another reviewer. Check out Paige of Stylez. He's around. He has great content. He's another individual who is consistently giving out fragrances that a lot of people aren't talking about. I connect with individuals like that who are doing things a little different and bringing the heat. So he said, yo, if you end up keeping it, just make sure you wear it when it gets cool. It's magical when it gets cool. And when we first started to cool down here in Chicago, I heard his words. So I was like, I'm gonna spray it on. It was like late at night. It's maybe about 10 o'clock. It's getting ready to go to bed. I sprayed it on the pit of my elbow and went about preparing for the night, getting ready to go to bed, all of that. I went to lay down, I got my pillow clutched like this and I'm laying down. I'm like, yo, this is on point. So all of that to say, my initial experience with the fragrance was not as positive, but here we are following what other individuals in FragComm are telling me, and it turned out to be an amazing fragrance. And I'm very thankful that Amina was so kind to, give it a great review. And also too, I was thankful to experience it because now it's a fragrance that I feel represents me. You know what I mean? It's very dark and sensual, and it feels motherlandy. It feels very representative of what it means to be Afrocentric and grounded in your roots and history. But it also has a richness to it. So I'm going to do a full review on that and share that with you guys, but I'll be probably wearing that in winter. That's probably going to make a winter list. So sneak peek for y'all who's looking for a winter list. I think Timbuktu, and I shouldn't be giving away my secrets, but Noir Exquis is going to be another one that's probably going to end up on my winter list. So that's that. But yeah, Fragtastico. Authenticity. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, man. It's times where I'm thinking when I did my top 10 list for fall, I think my the raw cut that I had when I pulled in all the footage was 52 minutes. Like, I edited down to 14, including bloopers. And some bloopers I just didn't include because you guys would have known they were bloopers. It was like, what the hell is that? So some stuff I just hit the scrap floor, you know what I mean? And I have a newfound respect for fragrance. I have a newfound respect for content creators because it's a lot of time and energy that goes into this that sometimes you don't get paid for, and sometimes you are not able to see a reward for instant gratification for. And my hat my hat is off in full respect to individuals who do this full time, because I'm certain as I get more into this, it's going to require more of my time, talent, and energy. And that's actually where I want to go, because I never feel like this is a waste. I never feel like I could have been doing something else with this time. I never feel like that when I'm doing something creative, when I'm designing, when I'm sketching, when I'm figuring out what my next video is going to be about, when I'm doing lives. I never feel like, dude, I could be at so-and-so. I never feel like that. Even when I'm sleepy, tired, I don't feel the thing of like, yo, I could be asleep right now. Because I would much rather be creating than sleep. Like, I can do this all night and then get up and go to my side job. I'm calling my full-time job my side job, because that's what I do in the time that I'm not doing exactly what I love. I'm doing my side job. But that's how I kind of have to trick myself and get in that mind frame of I'm doing that until I can do this full time, until I can create full time, until I can design full time, until I can run a creative team full time. All of those various different things. That's what I'm doing until I can get to the place where the thing that I would have done for free is now taking care of me. So that's what I'm going to encourage all of you guys to do. It's going to be a challenge, I'm going to tell you that. But I see with some consistency, some time, some effort, I see things turning around. And like I said, I'm just so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful for you guys. Yeah, man. You know what it's like. You know, you may not have 50 minutes worth of content, but most times you have at least double what you end up your final project. So like if your video is 15 minutes, you probably had about 30 or so minutes worth of content. Or maybe it's just me, because I can kind of ramble, and I edit all of my uhs and stares off and breaking the fourth wall and just going completely blank sometimes. So I edit all of that out. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Polo red is just yummy. My guy had a sample of polo red. Polo fragrances, in my experience, except for polo blue, they are just okay. And that's kind of how it is for Yves Saint Laurent. They're just okay to me. I've not had one that blows me away yet on my skin. Yeah, Fragtalk, it's brain. I call them brain farts when it's just like, whew, you got tumbleweeds rolling across your brain and you can't remember what you were going to say, how to say it, and all of that. Just like, yeah. Congratulations, Dr. Rose. That's amazing. Let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell all your businesses. Dr. Rose has only been doing YouTube this year, and she is already at the precipice of getting to the place where she's going to be ready to be reviewed. So if you guys have not subscribed to Dr. Rose and checked out her content, do so, because she has great content. She showcases great fragrances. She has an amazing collection. She has amazing taste. So big ups and shout outs to you, Dr. Rose, because I'm so proud of you. And let me tell you something. Dr. Rose was not going to do this. She did not want to do this. Me, LuuLuu, Abby, we all were like, yo, you need to do it. And all in whichever ways we were helpful. I'm so proud of you. I'm going to run your content back too. I usually run all of you guys, everybody who I subscribe to. I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to show up on your content. I am going to like it. I'm going to comment. I'm going to comment probably every few minutes and kind of redirect you to what I'm talking about. So you guys, when you do see it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you comment back to me, I'm going to comment back to you. I'm going to like what you said to me, etc. Just because that type of engagement I feel is important, and that type of engagement shows YouTube like, yo, somebody watching this video, people commenting on it, it's going down. Let's get this, let's get this shit out here. Let's get this suggested to people because it's lit. Not only that, I'm a fully engaged person, and when you catch my attention to the point where I feel compelled to write a comment, you got me. And that's it. You need 520 hours of watch time. You literally have it like at least 8 more months before you even need to be worried about watch time. You've had your subscribers. This is another thing. Dr. Rose had her subscribers. I think Dr. Rose had maybe 200 or 300 subscribers and didn't have a single video posted. You want to talk about pull? You want to talk about what I call je ne sais quoi? Hats off to you, sis. I love you. I love you. Full-time content creator in whatever form and fashion that is. I also kind of thought about sharing me cooking sometimes, share a little bit of that with you guys because I can burn. I like to eat. So I'm thinking about sharing a little bit of that in there just so it's not just one thing. And that's another thing I've been trying to do, mix in and infuse a little bit more of the whole experience of who and how I am. So that's what that last live session that I restreamed back from Kiana Vision's channel was, just giving her some encouragement and talking about my experience in life and stuff like that. Because as creatives, we need to be able to relate to each other just outside of fragrance. You know what I mean? Because we need to learn or uncover, like, am I the only one going through this? Am I the only one that feels like this? Am I alone? And a lot of times we can feel alone in a room full of people. So with knowing that, my heart goes out to individuals because I've felt like that. I felt like I was the only one either doing something, feeling something, experiencing something, when in full effect, other individuals were like, yo, you too. But we couldn't connect on that because nobody was willing to take the first step and say, this is my experience, this is what I'm going through, etc. Nobody wanted to be vulnerable, or nobody wanted to make the room to put themselves out there or admit that they were feeling whatever way they were feeling or something like that. So now I've kind of started to take the charge in that. When I see, feel, and hear individuals in seek of something, I usually, if I can relate, I'm running right to you like, all right, I know what you're going through, or I can feel it. So a little bit more about what my channel is going to encompass. I have a few how-tos, putting together pieces, aka fashion design, etc. I have a few of those things out there because not only do I love fragrance, I love fashion. I love fashion design. I hate to use the word fashion because usually fashion is a word that gets thrown around, but I'm talking about apparel. I like style. I like to dress. I don't like to put on costumes. I like to dress, like be decked, be just hooked up. You know what I mean? Fashion is fleeting, but style lasts forever. So that's one thing that I love to do. So there's going to be a little bit of that coming too. So stop on by, pick up. This is something else I say. I'm an individual who tries to give a lot of everything that is within. And one of my sincerest hopes is I put everything I have out there and people come by, pick up what they need, take the meat, leave the bones. If this section of the content is not for you, cool. Somebody gonna rock with it though. So let's leave it there for them. So a little bit of that. Now, Naps, Mike, I've been working cleaning up my footage and cut out the arms. Yeah, I do it. I will cut out my ums, my uhs, my double talk, I say so, or I say I'll go so. I'll do that a lot, and I'll do an extended and I'm like, and I'll do that a lot. So I take all of that out. I clip all that out, throw it away because I want to keep it conversational. So yeah, man, keep at it. Fragtalk, I do script running too. I do that often. But I'm learning lately I don't run script often. So what I'll usually do is I have like a main idea and some talking points, and I'll allow myself to move around those talking points within that little box that I give myself. And then anything outside of that, cut it out. Unless it's a relevant story to what I'm talking about. So there's that. My man Fragrance and Natty, put them on to the fragrances. Love it. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna wrap this at 2 hours. Cause again, I told y'all I got on here just to pull the content over. I had a snack earlier, but I didn't eat dinner. So I'm getting hungry. I got me a Subway sandwich, but I haven't eaten it yet. I'm going to. I take that back. I had some McDonald's and it was okay. But you know, McDonald's meals, it's okay. It gets you by. But I'm ready to like eat. And I hadn't eaten because I had a TV go out on me again. You guys can't see it, but my big screen TV went out maybe 4 months ago. I was watching it and it just started to get dim. And then my guy's TV just went out on us, and it was playing. It was playing fine yesterday. Today it wouldn't come on. So we went to the store, got a new TV, set it all up, and I said I was going to eat. And I said, okay, but first I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna start this live stream so that I can start getting the content that's on LuuLuu's side back to my side. Hopped on, no audio was coming through. I was like, damn. So here I am, still rambling and talking trash and connecting with you guys. And so again, everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out. I guess I'll try this again another time to figure out when to pull this video down so we can have some more stuff on my side and you guys can get to learn a little bit more about Uncommon Scentz and actually get a chance to smell somebody else's collection and pick up the notes that I pick up and talk about my experience. Because this video was real interesting. When I watched it back, I was watching me and LuuLuu's interaction. A lot of people, like I said, thought that we've known each other for forever. No. But also, too, watching how I've changed in terms of how I can break down a fragrance. Like, throughout my experience of consistently smelling stuff, I usually, scent memory has one of the strongest ties ever. And when I can tie a specific note, a chord, or part of a fragrance to an experience I have, I can usually start to detect that in other fragrances. And LuuLuu and Dr. Rose will tell you, I always will say something either smells like food, hair product, or something like that. But if you think about it as partial, it's a great deal of what my upbringing was. My mom has been doing hair, skin, nails ever since I can remember. So I was always around hair products and chemicals and all of that. Also, my family, everybody in my family know how to cook. So another thing, if it smells like a food or something like that, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, this smells like yeah. So, but usually I can easily kind of pick apart a fragrance. Like I smell pepper, leather, you know what I mean? Like, or I'll be close. And that's just really come over the course of time and just experiencing fragrances. So, and what I've learned is I seek out the experience of fragrances. Like I consistently want to smell stuff. Like I may not have any interest in ever buying it, but like, yep, I've never smelled it. I want to smell it. And like I said, that gives myself like a broad mental catalog of knowledge. Like, okay, this smells just like this one fragrance smells like these other 3 or 4. So, but this is the talk to you guys about this a little bit. This is one of the fragrances that started it all for me. My mother got this for me when I was 13. Yup. Love this fragrance. When I tell you guys, love this fragrance. A lot of people in FragComm hate it. It's a synthetic, sweet, cloying mess, all of that. I do not care. Homme is one of my favorite fragrances. And to me, it smells better than Creed's original Santal. It smells better than Mont Blanc Individuel. It smells better than all of those. And it lasts. Cinnamon, raspberry, sandalwood. It's something in here that kind of smells a smidge waxy. I've not been able to figure that out yet. I got to get to the bottom of that. But this fragrance is classic. I love this fragrance, and the brothers love this fragrance too. Usually, I feel like this smells good coming off of my mixing with my melanin. It smells amazing. I love this fragrance. It's gonna be that. Now, somebody gifted this to LuuLuu. LuuLuu gifted this to me. Come on, focus. Maison Francis Kurkdjian's Grand Soir. I sprayed this in the dead of wintertime, dead of summer, and was not a fan of it at all. But I sprayed it maybe 2 weeks ago when it started to get a little cool. Gotta get a space for ain't nothing on here. Put it on some skin. That's another thing I'm noticing. Certain fragrances just need skin. I do that too. I always edit that out. Whenever I spray a fragrance and start running, I start blowing on it. Weird. I stop doing that. But I try not to rub on it when you spray a fragrance on, because that'll start to break down the top notes, and the fragrance will either break down or you change the chemistry of the dry down. Do that right there. I've not done a review of this fragrance. I figure I closed it out, talk about this a little bit. Right now, everybody's kind of hyped over Grand Soir. Or better yet, everybody's hyped over Maison Francis Kurkdjian. He is a great perfumer, though. So I totally get it. One of my favorite perfumers is Alberto Morillas. I have the book of the perfumes guide, as well as Perfume Bottles, a collector's guide. Just talks about fragrances, their bottles, etc. I'm a sucker for an authentic presentation. So there's that. But yeah, Maison Francis Kurkdjian has been the nose or the perfumer behind several different fragrances. So much respect to him, big time. I feel like his house right now is receiving a lot of hype. I'm not one who has to have most of the fragrances he has. Unfortunately, I like the designer fragrances that he's been the perfumer of. That's just wow. But Grand Soir is heavy amber. I sprayed it in July or August, and it was hot, and I almost puked because it was just too much. It was just too in your face. So I wasn't about it at all. But everybody loves it. Can I tell you this is an amazing fragrance? Yeah. Can I tell you it's masterful and is well blended? Yes. Am I moved? Do I feel like I need to buy a full bottle? No. I don't feel like I need a full bottle of this. It smells amazing. It's deep. It's ambery. But I don't need a full bottle of it. I have something that smells similar, if not, I won't say the same. It smells similar. Sound of Ricochet, fragrance by Fleur Iku. Fleur Iku is actually one of the houses that is in or on my fragrance wish list. So thanks for bringing that up. I appreciate that. Vanilla, Oriental vanilla, mix of velvety vanilla, tonka bean, absolute fuses with a rich note of sandalwood oil. Is all I can say. Xerjoff is one. I actually like the house of Xerjoff. I feel like they do fragrances superbly. My favorite from the house of Xerjoff is Mephisto, but I love the freshies. So there's that. Fragtastico. My favorite at the moment is Roja Dove, but I'm so proud also of George Lee, Colombian born behind Hashivat and other Nishane creations. Did not know that. And I thank you for educating me. I've not smelled Roja Dove. I think it was Roja Elysium. Fragrance Anatomy sent me a sample of it, and it broke before it got here. And all I could smell was how great it smelled, and couldn't wear any. My feelings were hurt. So I'm going to have to buy a sample of whatever Roja it was that you sent me. I need to buy a sample from you because I want to wear it because I know that's going to be amazing. So hit me up on Facebook or send me a message so we can coordinate that because I want that fragrance so bad. I want to sample it and like fully get a chance to wear it this time. Dion, I love the fragrances he has done for Nina Ricci. I haven't smelled anything about Nina Ricci, but again, it makes sense because Maison Francis Kurkdjian has done fragrances for everybody. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the perfumers behind the noses or perfumers behind Juliet Has a Gun are Ricci's. I don't know if they're related to Nina Ricci, but I think the perfumers behind Juliet Has a Gun, they're Ricci's. So something to it. I've heard of L'Extase line. I have heard of that. Okay. I'm learning so many good things from y'all. I appreciate y'all. Now Wild Python. I smell White Python at Wild Python at LuuLuu's. And the interesting thing is, we were just talking about this on her live tonight, that the way that Mancera names fragrances, it can be so off-putting, because I would have never given Wild Python a shot. Once I smelled it, though, it smells really, really good. Fragrance Anatomy, in your opinion, is Wild Python unisex? Does it lean more feminine? Does it lean more masculine? I smelled it and I liked it. I just don't know if I need a full 14-ounce bottle. Not 14, 4-ounce bottle. I don't know yet. Because like I'm getting to the point where my collection is starting to be so big that I have to wear so many fragrances in a day. Not a problem, really, but I'm concerned about them going bad before I get a chance to wear them. That's probably why I do so many giveaways, because once I start to really take an inventory of it, I'm like, I'm not really wearing this. Why am I collecting the whole on? Just collecting this. Somebody else will wear this and adore it. And that's what I want to do with the gift, with fragrances. The gift of fragrances just keeps on giving. So if I come across something and it's not something that I like, or something that doesn't like me, I'm going to gift it. And I try to do my best to not give fragrances to people that have a lot missing. But if you like, if somebody comes over and they're like, oh, I like this fragrance and I'm not really wearing it, I give it away big time. All right, you guys, I'm going to thank you probably for the 8 millionth time, but like I said, I just cannot thank you guys enough for showing me all the love that you've been showing me. And I'm going to terminate the live stream. I am so thankful for you guys spending a little time with Uncommon Scentz. Again, I keep doing these impromptu lives, and it seems like y'all rocking with them. So, hey, maybe this is something I need to infuse. You know, you never know. I might pop up and do a live. So make sure you hit the bell and turn on all notifications so that you know when I upload a video or when I'm going live, so you can learn a little bit more about the world of Uncommon Scentz. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, the top, the sides, and all the way around. And I am going to bid you guys adieu for now. I'm out, and I will talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. You guys have a good night. Nice meeting all of you guys. Nice being acquainted with you all. You have a great night, Dion. Nice meeting you, Fragtastico. I'm glad you stopped by. I'll be checking out your content more. Fragrance Anatomy, you say you love it? Man, I need to connect with you so I can get some samples out your collection. You have an amazing collection. So send me a message on Facebook and let me know, do you sell decants? Whatever. Much love, much love. You guys have a great night. Sleep well, be well, stay safe, and I will talk to you soon.